What's up, guys? It's Gerald Sanders. Today, back with another awesome video. And today, we are doing the Predator movie review. This is not spoiler free, so if you have not seen the movie, I suggest you click away, or else join in. Okay, firstly, let's recap the movie. So there's an army boss filled with ex-army people, Baxley, with Tourette's. He makes a few Tourette's jokes, and a couple other rangers. Also, one of them is played by Key, and he does a lot of jokes. So basically, they are on the prison boss. Meanwhile, there's a stargazer in a project called Project Stargazer by the government to capture the predators, but one escaped. Okay, so they are on the prison boss, and then they hear a sound. The predator's escaped, but what is stupid is he knows how to use a gun. The predator escapes by getting on the back of the army boss. And the driver forgets about the back of the army boss, so he's safe, because he grabs a amputated arm and poses it to do a thumbs up. So this predator obviously has human understanding enough to know what the thumbs up means. Okay, so the next part of this is where the ex-army people escape, but then they get a flat tire by the predator. So they stop by the science base where the predator escaped. He jumps off from the army boss, and then he starts running, trying not to get tranquilized by the stargazer. But then eventually they catch up, and he sees a super predator land from the sky. And it's too late, he cannot get to the gift of humanity. So the super predator is there, and he decides to have a fight out with the fugitive predator. We will call him from now on. And the fugitive predator takes a slash, does a slight cut to the super predator, and the super predator smashes him into a car, takes his biomask off, then smashes his mandibles in his head. When the ex-army go to a secret hideout. The secret hideout indeed is a hotel that they are hiding at. Meanwhile, while Stargazer is sleeping, they decide to have a joke and put stuff on her bed, so she wakes up and feels uncomfortable. This works, she freaks out and thinks they will do something horrible to her, so she decides to grab the shotgun, and somehow bet on she would grab the shotgun, so they win money. While she's serious, she decides to take everything as a joke. Then they go out to find this creature, but before that, they pack their stuff out. She has her tea that was on her bed, and they grab the foil unicorn that was on her bed. So after they get ready, they head back to his neighbourhood, the ex-sniper's neighbourhood, by the way, to find his son that got the voucher package filled with all the fugitive predator's gear. And they want to get it before the CIA gives them in danger, and they're in danger because they have the predator gear. So eventually they find Jacob, and he accidentally kills someone with his plasma caster as a self-defense mechanism. And eventually they find him, take the gear from him, ready for the third phase. And this phase is real stupid. And what made this phase stupid was why do I have a kid there and they're swearing their heads off? Because they're ex-army, even though they might be a little bit crazy, they should know not to be so rude in front of a kid. B, how could the CIA track them down to a remote barn? But anyway, they decide to have a quick battle with the CIA. They get interrogated, but tell them nothing. Then eventually they get led to a forest. Okay, so the final phase. The Super Predator attempts to attack him in the forest. He kills the two main funny guys, and the movie's no longer happy. It is very sad when they die if you get connected to them. So I suggest don't get too attached to these characters because they immediately die in the third act. And this act is more funny, comedic, because there's a shuriken that this guy throws, and he's too scared to catch it because it's got to come back like a boomerang, and it cuts his arm off because he was too scared. So the Super Predator kills 3 people with a wrist blade that can shoot, and it leads out a wire, decapitating 3 of the guards that are in a car that could not obviously see the wire that the wrist blade shot out. Now basically, let's zoom a little bit more forward. They get in a battle with the Super Predator, they crash his ship, everyone sacrifices himself, because one of them get the Christian guy, that reads the Bible, got his legs chopped off by the shield on the Predator ship, and then eventually it's only the 3 main characters left, and they kill the Super Predator. And how they kill the Super Predator is very stupid, because it takes a bit to kill him. It's like a video game boss fight, basically. They chop his arm off of his shield, that somehow the kid got, and that was real stupid. And basically, they also decide him to do a war cry. He opened his mandibles and shot him in the mouth. Then he eventually died. Then they bury the Hawaiian doll that Baxley had, the 4 unicorn that Key made, and etc. etc. To remember him, they talk about funny jokes, what Baxley used to say with his Tourette's, and that's the end of the movie. So personally, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. It has jokes like the guy that was too scared to catch that Predator shuriken, and what he got is his arm stabbed off. There's a couple fine Tourette things where he accidentally swears to say something rude in front of a lady. Not going to say it because my channel is not that adult friendly. Also, there's a Predator that pulls a thumbs up, and with an amputated arm, saying that Predators do understand human language way more. And there's a couple jokes on the prison bus, which is okay. There's also heaps of gore in this movie. Like, there's a guy that gets his guts stomped and stabbed out with a extended wrist blade. And there's a guy that gets a paralyzed dart in his eye by the father. So now into the theories, which aren't that many. I believe the fugitive Predator has human DNA because A, it is clarified that he does. B, he knows how to shoot a gun, but he's very crap at it. Now this scene is cool and funny, how he sprays it and kills anyone. The fugitive, I also believe, is an unblooded or blooded Predator until he wouldn't say bad blood, but he is, because he has heaps of armour that usually a young blood would wear. Predators use that so the young bloods are safe, while elders use heaps of gear. So that's why I think that. That's it, guys. And tell me what you think below. And tell me all your crazy theories. And please stop whoever is disliking my videos for no reason whatsoever. And if you like my content, please subscribe to me. And as always, au revoir, mon amis.